Hey, Scott, thanks for doing this. Everybody knows the name Kenley Jansen, but what did you like that ultimately led to this deal?
We liked a lot of things. First of all, he's one of the best to ever do it. And I've admired him from afar and up close in the NL West for a few years. I think the things that we like about him is he brings experience. He brings a ton of success in the highest leverage moments of games in the regular season and the postseason. Also, when you drill down to his performance last year, I think we noticed a couple of things. One, he missed a lot of bats in the zone, which is still a skill that he has just because it's a unique shape in his cutter. He makes hitters uncomfortable and he pounds the zone with it. I think the other thing that we noticed with him is he got off to a little bit of a slower start by his standards early in the year, but his velo on the cutter started to tick up a little bit at on June 24th. And since that point, he was just truly dominant down the stretch. I think he had like a 1 ERA and absolutely dominated the strike zone. Those are the types of things that we think he can still do. And those are the types of things that we need to add to the back end of our pen. So for those reasons and many others, we were really we found him appealing and we're glad that we got it done.
And then you guys also haven't operated with like defined roles in the bullpen, but I mean, this is Kenley Jansen, active saves leader, 24 away from 500. Is he going to be your guys' closer in 2026?
Um, I don't know. It's going to be AJ's call on that for sure. What we do know about him is he is unburdened by pressure or big spots like he's done it his entire career. It's my job to give AJ as many options as possible for the biggest spots in the game. I think when you look at our pen right now, or certainly by the end of the week, we will have multiple options for the biggest spots in the game. Will we label Kenley the closer? I don't know. That's going to be for AJ to figure out. I'm just going to try to give him as many options as possible and trust him to sort through it all in spring training. The one thing I can share is that before we signed Kenley, we connected him with AJ so that they could have a conversation. From that conversation, we learned Kenley is all about winning. He's willing to pitch in any spot. He just wants to be in a winning environment. And he was really attracted to Detroit as a destination, which is a huge step forward for this organization to be able to court a future Hall of Famer like Kenley because he wants to come here and win is a big vote of confidence for me and everybody else that's working so hard behind the scenes here in Detroit.
Hey, great. Thank you for doing this.
Sure.
Yeah, hey Scott. Yeah, I know we've talked over the course of the offseason about adding a little bit more swing and miss to the bullpen. Obviously Kenley had a little bit of a down tick in that last season. Was there something you guys noticed in his pitches or the way they acted where you guys feel like you can tap into that and maybe get a little bit more out of him in that sense?
Yeah, I think I can say a couple things there. I think there's a difference between strikeout rate and swing and miss. He missed more bats in the zone last year than he has since 2021, and specifically in the second half, that was one of the better halves of pure swing and miss that he's had in many years. So the cutter still really plays. He also has a two-seamer that misses bats as well as a curveball. We think he's going to miss plenty of bats for us. We think there are some things that we can do with sequencing and just refine some of the shapes of his mix that we noticed as we were evaluating him. We're going to work on that this offseason and into spring training. But the version that he showed, certainly from June 24th through the end of the season is a truly dominant back end reliever. And that's what we're adding here. If we can get a little bit more out of him, we're certainly going to try. But as is, he's a big boost to this team. We're really, really glad to have him.
And everybody knows about how close he is to 500 saves. Was that part of the conversation in terms of trying to get him over here, and also in terms of what he was looking for in his next club?
Yeah, I didn't talk to him specifically about that. I know it's important to him. It should be important to him. It's an incredible achievement, and he's had a remarkable career. I think the main theme that shined through the conversations with him is he's all about winning. He came here to win. He wants to win. This is a winning environment, and there's a lot of momentum here, and he could see that from afar, and he wanted to be a part of it.